What the fuck was that, Bo?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? What did we just witness?
It's just,
Again?
it's the continued long, protracted death of a once competitive club.
It's abysmal.
Chelsea are well and truly in the mud. I'm really trying to be as level-headed and as mature as possible, and I don't like to jump to conclusions and get too riled up. It's so many people online involved in football who just go mental for the clicks and the views, and it's not true. It's not real, but it's really
Pochettino out.
Well, look. How many more performances like this do we have to see before that genuinely becomes an option?
Exactly.
And and it's I'll be interested to see if we get boos from away fans at the game today. I'm sure we will.
Probably.
A lot of people on Twitter have had enough and aren't happy at all with what Poch is giving us. In his defence, a brand new squad and injuries, blah blah blah. But then there are other managers in this league. Andoni Iraola at Bournemouth, who are on unbelievable form. Unai Emery at Villa, exactly, came in, absolutely transformed them.
They're third. They're 2 points from top.
Yeah, Postecoglou, Spurs didn't have a good season last season. He comes in. Obviously, they've had a bad run of form, but, they had an unbelievable start to the season. We don't even have the amount of point. Since we beat them 32 days ago, they're still like 6 or 7 points above us in the league, even though they've lost like every game since then. So that's smart. And so there are managers across the league who are doing things with limited squads.
Exactly.
And so that argument falls flat.
Well, they're kids. They're fucking kids.
Yeah, and really, and this is what I've been saying to you really last few games. At the end of the day, this is down to the ownership group, because if we're trying to not be reactionary towards the people at the bottom who are trying to put a shift in, who ultimately are on the pitch and need to make the game happen. But at the end of the day, you can't come in to a historic organisation, one that's had 20 plus years of sustained success, many issues with the last regime that we had. They were very frustrating as well in their times. Lots of dodgy transfers.
I can't remember a time as frustrating as this.
That's true. And, at the very least, what we did have back then, although we didn't have consistent success, we did have quite a lot of success.
Yeah.
And people could say, we should have had more titles, we should have had more Champions Leagues. Fair enough. But this is just, people who don't care about the club are banded together, bought us in a time where we shouldn't have even been sold. It was a cut price rush deal that the fucking government shagged us with. They had to make happen to make money for Ukraine, which, by the way, is sitting in some random bank account, not even moving, going anywhere. So it's all a scam. And all of this good and proper ownership test that the FA are supposed to do for every club that gets purchased. If they're like American, they don't care. It's literally just about, where are you from, or how much money have you got?
It's not about. That's all it is.
It's not about
how much money have you got.
Do you actually love football? Do you actually care about looking after a club and making sure they don't go to the wall? And as I said, historic, successful organisation. They've come in. They don't give a fuck about Chelsea.
No.
They're fucking spreadsheet wankers, and they're arrogant. The worst thing, they're arrogant Americans who think they know what they think they know about sport. They know about their stupid American sports where there aren't any fucking risks because it's a franchise. You can't get relegated. Nothing, you know what I mean? If you lose money, it doesn't matter. You can tank a whole season and just pick up the best player in the draft. So that doesn't happen in football. You can't fill a squad full of a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds and expect them to fly. And obviously we were buzzing in the summer. We thought we had a really exciting competitive squad, but when the chips are down and when push comes to shove, none of them have got anything about them.
It's so fucked up. I mean, I've got a couple of questions for you here. So I saw on Twitter before, I don't know who it was, someone said, imagine if we kept Callum Hudson-Odoi, Livramento, Billy Gilmore, and didn't get Mudryk and the likes of, Caicedo and stuff.
I saw the same tweet.
What Would you think that would be better off or in the same position?
Would literally be in the same position.
I think we would be.
If not, those players have played more games, senior games, and in the Premier League, so I would be better. So
and I think they have a little bit more heart and soul in them. To be honest.
Absolutely. I mean, I actually. It's not nice to single out anyone, but yeah, I mean, you're right. Like Hudson-Odoi would give us exactly what Mudryk has given us, if not more, I believe, because I've always rated Hudson-Odoi.
Same.
Lewis Hall would give us 50 times more than what Cooper
Lewis Hall,
can give
that's
us.
the one I was forgetting, yeah.
Who is Billy Gilmore could give us at this rate, more than what someone like maybe Caicedo's given us, who he's a fine player, but 115 million for what? His agent got an award last week for brokering that deal. It doesn't fucking surprise me because it's the biggest fucking
scam.
It's the biggest scam I've ever seen. Like, no wonder he's got an award because he probably had a fucking 10% commission.
Exactly.
He's caking. He's loving life. So just really, when you deep it, we're supposed to be getting all these young talents who are some of the best in Europe, but we've had our fucking pants pulled down multiple times by multiple clubs. We must be the laughing stock of Europe because we've just gone and thrown around a massive fees for players who have never actually proven that they can do it in the men's game.
We won the Champions League in 2021.
I know. I mean, we made 6 finals in a year.
Yeah.
And under Tuchel in a calendar year.
Yeah. And as soon as new owners come in, Tuchel gets fucked off.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have a terrible transfer window.
I don't think, if Tuchel was in charge, do you think it would be this bad?
I don't know. Again, it's so hard for me not to be reactionary because Tuchel also really annoyed me in ways. He did things that I didn't agree with in terms of like the way he wanted to build a squad.
Yeah.
But having said that, it's not like this. It was never like this.
Why can't we shoot?
I just don't know.
I don't get it. No one takes a shot, and then when they do, it's like going towards fucking Heathrow. I don't get it.
I mean, Palmer had a decent shot today at one point. Which was okay.
It was a great save from.
Was a good save. Yeah, Pickford was all right, to be fair.
Yeah. And Robin, the last goal from Robin was an absolute amazing goal, but. Yeah. How has Everton got someone like that can fucking boot it in from outside the box?
Look at him.
And we haven't.
Dobbin, random dude. Robin. It sounds like a fucking Harry Potter character.
Number 61, bro.
61 comes off the bench and slumps it in. Yep. I mean, do we go through the game maybe and just kind of have a look at how it kind of played out? If we just do it quickly.
Shy.
Yeah, we didn't get off so much.
Depressing all round, man.
Reece James goes off. Injured again.
Fucking get rid of him. I don't care anymore. I've given up.
I'm seeing lots of tweets saying that he's been avoiding a surgery on his hamstring for years.
Fucking get it done, you dickhead.
And that's why he keeps picking up issues, and he just needs to get it done and sit on the sidelines for a few months and just firm it, because you can't rely on someone that there's no point being a talented player. The best ability is availability.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And as much as I love Reece when he's at his best.
Yeah.
You be responsible and as an athlete and say, look, this ain't
Let me get this healed.
Let me get this sorted properly, because whatever he's doing now ain't working, and he needs to sort his shit out, because he's just been given a fat new contract not long ago, and now he's the captain of the club.
Exactly.
And
you can't have a captain. Yeah. Like, your captain is meant to be the most consistent player.
Exactly.
And this is why I think Gallagher should just be permanent captain, because Chilwell can't be fucking relied upon. No. James can't be relied upon. Who else is there? Who is there every single game giving his fucking blood, sweat, and tears?
Yeah.
It's
Gallagher. Yeah, exactly. It's like Aspi, isn't it? Like, Aspi was limited in his way, especially towards the end, but he was always available. He was super durable. He was always there for a game. So that's someone you can look up towards. Not much really happened in the first half, and we had a few nice shots, and Mudryk looked all right, but then I remember that he was playing against an injured Ashley Young, a 38-year-old Ashley Young, so I could look all right against Ashley Young.
He got taken off as well.
Yeah. Ashley Young had to go off. And then once Patterson came on, Mudryk didn't do much at all for the second half. So second half starts. Onana comes on for Idrissa Gana Gueye. They then score in the 54th minute. Abdoulaye Doucouré. I don't know if I could say it was coming, but they were always going to score. We were never not going to concede. And as the longer the game went on, and we didn't score, it was looking more and more likely that we wouldn't be able to hack it. Yeah. So yeah, they get that goal. It was, again,
Credit to them, man. You know what? They played a good game.
it was a good finish, and
they were always attacking us the whole first.
They were,
half.
yeah, exactly.
They're not. They didn't park the bus. They literally just went, yeah, let's fucking have it. And we was like, oh, we don't want it.
Yeah, they were at us, and we just got. I don't know.
Talking about availability, Sanchez.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, I was putting down a baby, so I didn't see what happened at the end. I've seen he's been subbed off.
So he's hurt his knee. So it looked thing, and then he got back up, played for a bit, and then got subbed off for Petrovic. Petrovic is his first time Premier League appearance, and gets absolutely dunked on by Dobbins. So not good.
I mean, I'm already seeing people tweeting, I'm not having Petrovic, which is just ridiculous. He would literally play for 6 minutes, so seems harsh. But I didn't see the goal, so I'd have to watch the goal back. We're literally recording this straight after the game ended, I haven't even had time to rewatch. I've seen most of it, and I'm already annoyed. So, Sterling and then Jackson come on then in the 66, 67. I don't know why Enzo went off. I don't know. I don't know. That's a stupid idea.
As soon as Enzo went off, that midfield fell apart.
It just crumbled. Exactly, it just literally folded. Crumbled. And then at that point, we couldn't get any kind of sustained pressure.
And Sterling, what the fuck has he done to his air for one?
Well, that's what I was going to say. The biggest crime Sterling committed today was his Barney. I don't know what's going on there. He's normally got a better Barney than that. That's
looks
outrageous.
Like he just woke up out of fucking bed.
Nicholas Jackson came on, looked all right, terrible. Whatever. I don't know, a bit disappointed by Broja today. Again, it's harsh because he hasn't played in games. But having said that,
he
you're
put
coming in
more of a fucking ship than Jackson.
You put in I don't know. I mean, hard work is one thing, but I really didn't see much about him today. That there are moments in games where even when Jackson doesn't have his best game, he does stuff, and I'm like, I can see his quality. I can see why he's valuable to the team. I didn't get that at all from Broja today, which is a real shame. And then not much really happened until right at the end. And as you say, Lewis Dobbin comes on and then scores in the 92nd minute, and that's it. You know. The game's done.
That's a game set match from there.
And that's the second loss in a row, third away loss in a row.
How do we change this?
We've now got 18 losses this calendar year. We had 16 in all of 21 and 22. So we are well and truly in the mud. And the worst thing is, this run-in, these kind of games coming up over December was supposed to be a good way to get some points and climb the board. But I'm looking at the next few games. Sheffield United, I think we might just get a win there because they're so bad. But then we've got Wolves in the league. We're not beating Wolves. Wolves will dump on us, definitely. That's on Boxing Day. Sorry, that's on the Christmas Eve. Crystal Palace, they're pretty terrible, but wouldn't surprise me if they come and give us a good seeing too. Luton seem to be scoring goals for fun against big teams. So, if they can score and we don't, then I'm a bit nervous. So it's not looking good, bro. Again, next 6 or 7 games are pretty winnable, but what
I
can we do?
just don't know anymore. I have no faith in this team. I've lost everything. I'm sitting there depressed, just watching it. Like, what the fuck am I watching?
I know. It's a terrible watch.
I agree with Janty on fucking Twitter, bro. Give me another sport because this one's just not it at the moment.
Yeah.
By the way, can we just have a look at the ref situation, right? What the fuck was Palmer booked for?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? You've booked someone for falling over.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't simulate play. He got straight back up. He wasn't calling for a pen. He wasn't calling for a free kick. Wasn't calling for nothing. He got straight back up, and he's gone. He anticipated the tackle. He's fell over a little bit, got straight back up, and you've booked him for simulation. Tell me that isn't a fucking tell me that isn't like the officials against like Chelsea and these big teams, because it seems to fucking still happen. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
it's absolutely fucking shit. These Premier League refs need to fuck off, right, and just revamp the whole thing. Just new refs. Honestly, it's just get a fucking fan in. They'll do better.
Just get a dog with a whistle and just let it randomly blow the whistle, and it'll probably seem more accurate. But I can't blame referee today. Here's a good tweet by Chelsea Youth. This sums it up perfectly. You can change the manager, the players, the tactics, sign 75 more South Americans for the future. anything you want. But the malaise that has not just set in, but taken over, is a cultural shift to a cold, transactional business, not a football club with heritage and community. Look at the number of long-serving people, players, and staff who have departed the club in the last 18 months or so, or who will be soon. A lifetime of service in some cases. They are not coincidental exits. More will follow. That is absolutely spot on, and
So
really
spot on.
the overriding message of our club is that they've come in.
Culture shift.
Exactly. They've they've got rid of bloody groundsmen. They've got rid of people in the club.
Yep.
They got rid of physios, doctors. People in the executive area, people who sat on the board, Bruce Buck, and obviously Granovskaya, Petr went, all of these people that should have been kept around and been said, look, we trust you to kind of help us bridge the gap. They fucking binned them off. That Christopher Vivell guy we brought in to be like the technical director from the RB group came in, he's fucked off already. He doesn't want it. And these wankers, Stuart and Lawrence, who were supposed to come in and fucking revolutionize and were doing puff pieces at the beginning of the season saying, we really think we've come in and done a good job transforming the club. You wankers. Arrogant. They're so arrogant.
Have you seen Todd Bowley has now taken a step back, apparently? So basically, he was around for like a year and a half, went, this is shit, I'm going to go back to baseball. And now it's just, what are we now? We're just left in the fucking dust. Like, I don't get it, and you're totally right. Like, I've been reading, Diary of a CEO, 33 rules of business and life, and one of them is literally culture. You've got to act when you start a new business. You've got to act like a cult, but then you've got to carry that over into a culture throughout the whole team. And we've just lost everybody with that. Every single person with that culture, from everybody that you've just said, has gone.
Yeah.
Either got fired or they've left on their own accord. And the thing is, it's a domino effect. When you get rid of 3 or 4 people that people gel with, people like working with, everybody goes, well, hang on, why the fuck am I still here then? And then they go, I'm going to go, either they'll follow them to somewhere because people, that's the cult, that's the tight knit that you need. And now, it's just cold. It's literally just a cold, horrible fucking transactional team. There's no soul. There's no soul. The only soul left is the fans, and we're slowly fucking losing that.
Well, that's it. More and more people. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to start seeing some protests at the ground, and and
where the fuck is Nkunku, by the way?
I don't know, man.
He's been training with the fucking team for like 3 weeks, bro.
I know.
We need fucking something.
No one is coming into this team and changing things. There's not one player who's going to turn it around, and I don't even want to think about players like Nkunku and Lavia or whatever, because it's like
ridiculous.
They're just one bloke. They might score the one goal here and there, but the club is rotten to the core at this point, unfortunately, and it starts at the top and it's come all the way down. And the only other sport I do like is basketball, but because it's in bloody America, it's so flipping late. I can't watch it. Maybe I'll have to start watching European basketball.
Oh, mate, honestly.
Because apparently that's fun. But
anything. Can't even watch F1 these days. That's fucking rigged as well.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, on that note, we'll see what fucking happens at Sheffield on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
What was you going to say?
I was just going to say, do you reckon Poch is out by the time we get to Sheffield?
I want to say no, right?
No.
Simply because I think we need to give him the rest of the season, and just see what he can do. I think a mid-season firing is never ever good any circumstance.
And at least back in the day, we could kind of guarantee a competitive squad. What can we who are we attracting now?
Who's going to be the next manager if we do?
No, literally, there's no one.
There's no one.
There's literally no one.
I saw a tweet saying, get Big Sam in. I was like, no.
At this point as well, we're not even a good opportunity to win your first trophy like Sarri. You know what I mean? Like, we're just fucked. Look, the squad is shit.
We're so
the vibes are shit. It's just, it's not good, bro. It's not looking good. We're so
screwed. It's not looking good. And on that note, good night. I don't know. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff.
See you later.
We'll do a little rival update or something in the week, and we'll catch you against Sheffield. As always, up the Chelsea.
I'm not doing it.
Fuck the Chelsea.
Exactly.